The next project we're going to do is the wolf. Now, let me say that this is basically a shaping project. There's not a whole lot of detail to it. It's just sort of a shaping thing. Now, once again, this wolf is cut out of 5/8 inch basswood. And once again, I told you, I've never seen basswood in 5/8. I guess they make it. I mean, it's probably very rare because it's probably not used all that much. Kind of like 3/16 and all that stuff. I know they make it, but it's... So, if you don't have 5/8, you simply have 3/4, and you just got an 1/8 difference, so you put it on a little sander, and you sand down that 1/8, and you got 5/8. There you go. Simple as that. Alright, you want the grain, once again, to be running up the legs, just like this. You want it to be running up, up like this, like that. Okay? Alright. Alright, basically, we do have the tail back here, which we come up here, and we just draw that, and we come up here and we draw that. This will be the tail. So let's go ahead first of all and work on that, because that's going to be taken off there. So we're going to take our knife, we're going to come up here like that. We're going to take our knife, we're going to come up here like that, and then we begin removing, like we normally do, pieces to make the tail smaller. Okay? Do the same thing over here. Want to be very careful. See, like that? And we start removing part of the tail. We want to be careful. Start removing a portion of the tail on both sides. Now, what you can do to make it easier is run you a center line. We can go ahead and run it all the way across here if we want to. Run you a center line, and then watch your center line as you take wood off of each side of your figure. Okay? And we can slowly come down, but we just kind of on both sides work in to get the tail go. And you just keep taking the tail down. It's got a pretty good sized tail, so it's, and just keep taking that down using the push cut here now, and taking this down like this. That's why your knife needs to be sharp. So you cut them little slivers out. And we slowly just kind of make this we're going to start shaping it now here. Let's kind of go from side to side. Let's shape that tail. I nicked myself a little bit. I didn't see that. All right, just a minute. I don't want to get blood all over. Just a second. Put a Band-Aid on. I nicked myself just a little bit. I didn't even know I'd done it. Put a Band-Aid real quick on it. So I don't get blood on my... You see, folks, this is live. I don't quit the video when I nick myself if I do. Don't do it often. Sometimes I do. I didn't even know I'd done it. Sometimes it's the end of the knife catches me. No big deal. See, I got a little bit of... No big deal. I just don't want to get blood all over the carving. It'll stop bleeding here just a second. I'll get this Band-Aid on here. All right. See? You got a little bit on the carving. Oh boy. If you're squeamish, don't like blood, you better... I hope you didn't have to see that. Yeah, it's just a little bitty thing, not a big deal. Okay, we're gonna flip this up in here quite a bit. Let that tail really flip up in there. So like that, see? We come up here a little bit. I didn't even know. That's what's sad. You do that and then you see the blood and you're going, where did that come from? So you nick yourself sometimes with the end of the knife. Like I'm holding it like this and then I'll nick myself. But I don't stop, folks. This is live. This is real carving. This isn't just show. Oh, God. Okay. All right, we got this tail kind of down now, and I want to flip it even a little bit more in here, just a little bit more. There we go. Where that tail kind of flips up like that. All right, now let's just kind of shape the wolf. Yeah, that's the problem with me. I'm live. I'm not going to turn over and do another video. We're going to track on just like a carver needs to. Here we go. Kind of clean that up in there. All right. Now what we're going to do, let's come in between these legs a little bit, like we normally do, and cut that little V in there. Here we go. Just right like up in here. Cut that little V. Okay. Let's do the same thing over here. Cut the little V. Come up here kind of like that. Cut that in there, and then we kind of get that inside there. Most of the time it's just a little nick. That's why I don't stop, because it's just a little, it's like a little prick that hits the and now what we want to do, we want to kind of just, let's sort of shape these legs a little bit. Bring them down. Let's shape them. Shape them. It's just a little nick, just like this back leg. We want to shape it. It's just the back, a little nick that you have, and it bleeds a little bit. Once you put a Band-Aid on it, it won't. Everybody knows it's carved. Gets those. I do that out in the garage when I'm just working with certain tools a lot of times. I'm getting old, folks. I bleed a little bit more. Free bleeder. All right. Okay. Kind of get in between the legs like that, see? Just sort of drag the knife, and it'll take that off in there. Okay. Now let's kind of shape these legs back here. I'm going to be careful with the grain here. It kind of goes a different way. Just kind of getting that, defining that a little bit better. There we go. Shaping those legs a little bit in there. Sometimes you have to do this cut. You got to kind of cut along there. Okay, shaping them down. Let them come down a little bit. And shaping the inside of the legs a little bit, okay? All we're doing is in this figure is basically just shaping him, is what we're doing, just like right up here. Now we're gonna come up here. We're gonna kind of make a cut down like that. And I cut down like that on both sides. Of course, on the feet and stuff, you want to be careful. When you feel that knife jerking, when you feel it sort of doing that, you want to make sure that you don't force it, okay? As you carve, you get that feel. You can feel it when you start hitting that point where it's not working right. Okay? Just get this, kind of shape this up in here. Come forward with that. Okay. See how that kind of works right there? Now, on these legs, let me show you. We want to make a little hoof right there, kind of like, so we draw a little line right there. Now we want to be careful now. We want to take our knife. We'll just make a little V cut in there, okay? Sometimes that's a little tough in there, so you have to kind of work it. You have to, I'm doing it real slow. See what I did? Got it out? But I'm doing it real slow because I know that that is a very brittle area. Don't get in a hurry, folks. Don't. There we go. See it? See that? That gives it that little hoof look. Don't get in a hurry. Don't try to force anything. That's the most important thing. I'm going to do a little bit back here. Don't, like I said, don't force anything. Just take your time. Let your knife do the work. If your knife's not doing the work, then maybe you need to sharpen a little bit. Okay? But don't try to force it, because then you'll break it. Or worse, it'll break and then the knife will get you. Most of the time when I get cut, it's a nick. It's not a cut. It's like the blade of my knife. That's why I don't use a lot of long bladed knives. If I use long bladed knives, I nick myself, because my hands are very close to the. When you're doing small stuff, especially, your hands are very, very close to the. This bit. Hands are very, very close to the. Clean that up in there. We go. See? All right. Now, one of the things we want to do, we want to look at here, is our ears back here. This is about where our ears are right here. So what we want to do is we want to make a V cut in there, okay? Which I'm doing right now. We want to make a V cut about right there, okay? Want to be careful. Okay, see that? Because his ears are going to be back here. Now, let me look and see what Tom is doing back here. Ah, I see. I see what he's doing. There's a little, oh God, what would you call that back here? There's a little, it's like a little part of the hair that comes up back here. I don't know exactly what they call that thing. On the back of the wolf. And what you want to do is you want to bring this area down right in here. It's like a little, oh God, it's part of the hair. So let's be very careful. You want to just swoop. You want to remove that right there. There we go. And right there. And we want to remove that. Okay. There. Okay. And we want to come up here, because the ears are separate from that. It's like a little, oh man, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a little hair type deal. Maybe somebody knows what it is. It's on the back. It goes forward like that. You go, there's where the ears are going to be. Right in there, if you see. Just cutting a little bit off this back. See, that's where your ears are right there. So we want to go ahead and divide those ears. Cut. Same thing. See that? We're dividing those ears. There we go. All right. Now, it is here. We're going to make another little V-cut in here. Sort of where the eyes are going to be. So like that area there, see? We want to cut back just a little bit, deepen that. See that? Now we want to kind of work on those ears a little bit. Shape them. This actually goes down like this. And just sort of hones there. Okay. They're a little bit too big. So I'll cut them again. Separate them a little bit more. Now those ears go back, so kind of like that. You are sort of a backward motion. I know this is kind of hard to see as I work these little ears back. See how they go? Now on this, we just sort of like that, and then we